Hey everyone, welcome back to Gear Facts. Today it's my long-awaited re-review of the Korg AX5G. This is a really cool and very nicely designed little multi-effects pedal from Korg, but I'm going to resist the temptation to get into too much talking about it, and we'll just have a listen. Okay, so those are some of the presets of the AX5G. It's been a long time. It must be about 4 years since I've had to go on one of these, and I don't remember it being this good. That was a really fun expedition. And those were just presets too, so I haven't yet started to tweak it the way I like it. So I still think there's a lot of potential here, and it's so incredibly small and light. I know some of the Vox units and one or two other units are very small as well, but look at the boxy design on this. It's almost like a perfect rectangular prism with the usual very small wah pedals, which are kind of being seen on a lot of multi-effects pedals now. I guess really there is no need for a full foot-sized pedal. I was getting perfectly good control out of that. The rest of the system is fairly familiar too, although there are some differences to what we normally expect with these more diminutive multi-effect systems. Obviously we've got up and down there, that's all normal, and the rotary control that goes through our effects chain around clockwise, anti-clockwise. But what's a bit different about this one is the grid system at the top, and I'm going to descend into a bit of tutorial here, but as this dial goes around it corresponds with each of these effects in this column right here, and then across here we've got F0 through to F9. So if we're in drive/amp, this one here, corresponding to this one here, we've got 8 options, F0 through to F7 of drive sounds that we can choose from. So we flick up through this control right here, and you see we've got D3 for example. So D is the drive sound, third one, fat distortion. Keep going up and we've got A, which is our A amp sounds, A4, UK 68p. So that little description there tells you basically how this entire grid works. Slightly confusing at first, but when you change this dial here, it's changing the intensity of that effect. That's got a very nice smooth flow to it, by the way, this little potentiometer here. Much higher quality than what you'd expect on a little practice multi-effect setup like this one. So let's go to modulation. We've got on the mod line a couple of kinds of chorus, flanger, duo phaser, tremolo, rotary, pitch, random filter and filtron. All favourites, all time-honoured classic effects from Korg, and they're all sounding really good and providing lots of fun. But it's not just about crazy effects. As you know, I'm often searching for crazy sorts of sounds in multi-effects pedals, but this one has some pretty good drive sounds too, particularly that octave fuzz I thought was really quite nice and deep. And I'm sure once you match the parameters up to the way your guitar sounds, you'd have no trouble getting a really nice strong sound out of that. Just flipping it over, obviously we've got battery power there. This one's a little bit dirty underneath, but you can see it's all constructed with typical Korg quality. And on the back here, unplug that one. That also acts as an on-off switch, our input socket. So when you plug your cable in, it comes on. Then we've got our output socket right here, which is stereo and input for power. So there he's sleeping now, and I can tell you now guys, I'm going to do more videos about the AX5G because I think there's some potential here for some really interesting stuff. So stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching Gear Facts. Here's some links to some other things that you might like or be interested in. Don't forget to leave those comments guys, I'm always interested to reply to everything that comes my way. Trolling of course is always welcome, that's always lots of fun, and I'll see you next time on Gear Facts.